Moving on to item 4, citizens' opportunity to address the council on items not on the agenda.
That's why I'm here, Barb. Yes, I had an occurrence that happened with the city pickup of garbage, junk.
Okay.
I came down last Friday and bought tickets for 3 appliances to be removed. I needed help getting them out. Last night we got them out curbside, late evening. This morning I hot-footed it over. They were at Ron's house. I hot-footed them over there to put the stickers on the side of them. And I only had one left. The microwave was the only one left. Somebody had absconded with my TVs. And I don't care if they want the TVs, but I've got $50 worth of services that I was unable to use. And I've been told that there can't be anything done about that. And I think it deserves a second look. I mean, I was trying to do the right thing, and I paid out some pretty good money to do it. And I just like, we ought to be able to meet a happy medium somewhere, I would think. It's a consumer service that I paid for and didn't get, actually. But
I would just address the fact that
I have two tickets. I have 2 tickets here that absolutely have not been put on anything or used in any way. I can see if there was a reasonable doubt that they might have been slapped on and taken off, but they're pretty good, and I don't imagine they'll be any good next year.
A couple of years ago, so the council's aware, a couple of years ago there was a lot of questions coming out of the city office as far as whether or not we allowed refunds or not. And a few years ago, as a part of the cleanup policy, the decision was made to include a term of no refunds. When the council took up this issue last month, during the month of March, the approval you made was for a program with no refunds. So from the office's standpoint, our policy is in place for no refunds. Now that's not to say that you can't, in the future, that you want different means of determining that. But of course I will tell you from the city's office perspective, we would ask for direction on when to allow refunds and when not. Because that was one of the biggest problems that we've had in the office in previous years, is when to allow one.
Do you get many of those requests for refunds?
We usually, every year, we will get 4 or 5 of them that will come through. And of course, the situation we would find is prior to having a policy in place, the issue that would come up is whether or not, when should we administer a refund and when shouldn't we administer a refund. And so that was one of the justifications for the policy to be clearly stated, was to allow the office an opportunity to expressly address this when it comes to.
I have a question. Could we somehow honor those if they weren't used this year? They could be honored at the next cleanup? If they were dated or whatever, I mean, could they be honored?
The council can consider anything in the future that they wish to do so. You know, what I would tell you is for this specific season, it would be very difficult now that we have collected the fees and we have the information in place to stop midstream and make a change. But now that we're in the actual week itself. But if you wanted to entertain the idea of future council meetings, you can't make a motion tonight. This is not on the agenda. But if in the future you wanted, in another council meeting, you wanted to move forward with some kind of program to allow them to use them in future years, I mean, that's something that the council has within their powers to have a discussion item on and to make a motion on it. But like I said, it's not on the agenda tonight. We can talk about it tonight, but we can't take any action.
As a citizen, LaRue, how do you feel about that if they would honor that ticket even though you didn't use it this year?
Well, who's to say that I will need one next year is the problem.
Or give them the right to sell it. Somebody else. Transfer.
Oh, I don't know why they couldn't sell
And you
it.
know, what is our alternative to that? Do we all make mad dash down here on Monday morning if our stuff is still out on the curb by...
How about just going, thanks, and hey, somebody got it, maybe you found us out.
Well, one of the things that we find, and this is a situation where, of course, this was one like prior, but one of the things we do see happen is, say, for instance, your day, and it would be a Monday, or Gary, or whoever, and you go out there Monday morning and it's already gone. Well, somebody takes it home, tries it, finds it doesn't work anymore, so Wednesday, it ends up somebody on front of somebody else's lawn with your sticker on it already. So we do see those situations occur as well. But yeah, I would just simply say that if you do want to change the policy for some kind of consideration in the future, it just needs to be clearly defined so that the office can apply it as you wish.
Yeah, the same thing happened to me last year. So,
Well,
I
and
the
you
sticker
know-
on the ticket, so I couldn't even turn the sticker back yet.
I love Sac City, and I've tried to support it my entire life, but I don't like contributing $50 for a couple stickers that I can't use.
Well, I guess the rule, if they wouldn't have picked them up, then they would have, you know, the stickers could have been utilized
Right.
from that standpoint. So, you know, okay, somebody got use out of it and the stickers work. So that's kind of a catch-22 thing there with, okay, if they hadn't been picked up by, you know, somebody around the town, then they would have been used to just save the city from going around and get